Have you ever thought about setting yourself a challenge? There's something that you've never done before, you've never really had the courage to do it, but it's something that you've been interested in, something that you've been wishing for. Well, I did that at the start of this year to help me get out of my mental health rut and give myself something positive to look ahead to in the future. I set myself the challenge of jumping 15,000 feet up in the air out of a plane on a tandem skydive. And I made it through. I'm here on the other side of it. I decided to go for this challenge because I have never done anything like this before. Always been interested in skydiving, and something about the adrenaline rush and an experience that not many people have actually done. Like the amount of people I've spoken to that have never done a skydive before and never would, and you couldn't pay them to do it, has really surprised me. So it feels like I'm in a bit of a minority. So I decided to do this skydive for Mind, mental health charity, because I've really benefited from their support over the last couple of years, particularly my local branch, Andover Mind, and the wellbeing advisors there have been absolutely top notch and have really supported me improve my quality of well-being, enhance my life, and help me to recover and learn to live with depression and mixed anxiety, get myself back to work. I've been working now for the last 9 months. A big part of that is the time that I've been with them, so they more than deserve my support as thanks. So this skydive was a tandem skydive, so I was attached to an instructor, and we were jumping 15,000 feet out of a plane, which I believe is the highest you can jump from on a commercial skydive, in the UK at least anyway. I think it varies country to country. So I, never having done this before, I have been in a plane, but it had been probably a decent 15 years at least since I've been in a plane. So that in itself was probably the point of anxiety for me, actually. It was the flight, it was going up in the air. I think it was about a 14-minute flight to reach 15,000 feet from ground level. So, and I had no idea what the plane was going to be like. And when we got to the airfield, it was a small plane, let's just say, a little bit on the rickety side, and it was cram full of other jumpers and their instructors as well. So we were in good spirits. It was positive at least, but yeah, nerve-wracking. And the plane ride up was definitely the most anxious part for me, and the rest of it was unknown territory. I had no idea what the experience would be like jumping out of a plane, so I had no sense of that. But I was looking forward to it. It's something that I've always been interested in doing, and I was excited at the idea of doing something completely new and different. And I was really keen to bring my family along as well, so I brought my 3 girls and my wife along, so it was a nice family day out, and they had the chance to see the planes up close and watch people parachuting out the sky and see me get suited and booted onto the plane, and they got to see me land as well. So that was really nice. Great for me personally, waving to the kids on the way down, and also for the girls to be able to see their dad doing something completely left field for a change. So that was amazing. So that's enough of the talking from me. Here's the video footage.
back on the ground.
Back to planet Earth.
You just jumped out, 15,000. Big thanks to you in there as well for behind the camera. We had some fun, eh?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
What was your favourite part?
Actually jumping out of the plane.
That initial...
That was cool. That was
pretty
cool.
turbo, eh?
Yeah, and steering the parachute as well.
Would you do it again?
I would, yeah.
It was a pleasure jumping with you. Thank you for choosing to go skydive. You absolutely smashed it, and glad you enjoyed it.
Amazing.
Well done, Sam. Woo!
And there we have it. I've got my certificate and everything. And you've seen the footage. Amazing experience. I'd love to do it again at some point. But my next thing, maybe try paragliding or something like that. I really enjoyed the parachute part of the jump, where I got to enjoy the scenery. I could see really far out to sea. I could see the Isle of Wight on the south of England. I could see Stonehenge, and just like marveling at the scenery was fantastic. So I'd love more of an opportunity to experience that kind of view again. So watch this space for something else. It really did wonders for me doing that skydive. My feet felt light for like a decent few hours after the jump once I landed. And I think that's just because I spent so much time off the ground. I was either in the plane, then I had the jump itself. So just the speed that you're traveling at. And I think it was up to 125 mile an hour on that free fall. So, and I could test, I could definitely say it's the fastest I've ever been, fastest I've ever moved. So it was amazing. And just feeling a bit lightheaded. You know, it's the achievement. You've done something that not that many people do, and you've got through the other side, you've landed, the parachute came out, you know, it all went smoothly as you'd expect it would, but you just never know, do you? It's one of those sports that's always feels like it's a bit high risk, because you're putting your life in someone else's hands, and you're jumping out of a plane, you're jumping out of the sky, and you just want to hope that you land in one piece again, you know. So yeah, it was amazing, and it's done wonders for my mental health, because I feel like I've got a unique experience that I can bottle up for myself, and that I can go back to when I need to feel confident or feel like I can achieve this today, whatever it is. If I can jump out of a plane and do that with a smile on my face, I can do anything. And I try and hang on to that. So, and that was one of the things I hoped I would get out of doing the skydive, was that I'd be able to bottle up that positive moment and use it as a tool in my self-care kit, as a way to try and stay positive in those darker moments and on those tougher days. So I'm really pleased that I've got that. I'm sure it won't last forever, so maybe I will think about other opportunities in the future where I can maybe try something that's exhilarating, or that I've just not tried before, that has nature involved and beauty and just a fantastic experience. So it's definitely got me thinking again about it all. If you've got to the end of this video and you like what you've seen, I'd really love it if you pop a donation in to Mind, the mental health charity. I've put their details in the description below, so do take a look. And I've also put my Just Giving donation page in there as well. So thanks to everybody that's donated so far. I've raised well over £1,000 so far, which is at least double my target. So that's absolutely amazing in itself. But the donations are still coming in, and if you love to sponsor, I'd be incredibly grateful. Every penny goes to Mind. It doesn't come to me, I don't get to see it, and all the donations go out on a week-to-week basis over to Mind, so they get all the money straight away so they can start using it. All right, that's enough from me today. Thanks for listening and tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.